Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back with another recording of LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. Let us continue the story. The Battle of Endor, maybe we'll be flying around more in this level, I don't know. But the last level we were flying around, and it got pretty long and repetitive. And when you hit points in LEGO games in general, and this game specifically since it was the first LEGO game and it is probably the roughest, they certainly went big here with the Star Wars property. If they were going to come back and try and just like remake it, sell it again, I don't know how they could get away with that, but they would certainly probably do a better job on it. But the problem with the repetitiveness is not really the fact that I'm playing all this game in a short amount of time. For example, a few days for something that most people would probably take some breaks between. Chewbacca falls into a trap over a bone. But then they worship the C-3PO. Interesting. But that's not the problem, because it's repetitive in the same level, even. And there's no way that people would ever play half of a level, pause the game, and then come back and play more of the level as just that's how they play video games every single time. Sometimes people will do that, of course, but that's not the intended way to play. The intended way to play is to play at least one level through. And when one level is full of repetitive actions, well, there's nothing I can say or do that's going to fix that. There's no right way to play to get around that issue. Well, I thought was going to be a flying around level. I've gotten so paranoid about flying around levels that there really aren't as many as I thought there were. It's just they so stuck out in my mind from the last time I played as being the worst examples of the worst. But now on my second playthrough, I'm seeing that there's definitely some examples of just how these minifig levels have some problems in some places too. Remember, I'm a video game critic, so my job is to find the flaws in games too and criticize them. So even though I am pretty much non-stop criticizing this game, as is my career, I actually really do like this game. I really would recommend people play it. It is a decent way to expand a child's fandom in things. Alright, so I can swing to this guy in the red. I can play as Wicket. Did they really name a character named Wicket in the game? In the movie series? I don't know. I don't recall this part at all. Oh, he shoots a little he shoots a little mud balls with a slingshot. That's cool. It's a shame they couldn't have introduced this character earlier in the game. It's so late in the game to be introducing a character who has a new mechanic or as far as shooting. Everybody else has been blasters. This guy has slingshots. Now we have these flies flying around, but I don't believe the flies do anything. I think they're just there for aesthetic reasons. Again, you have another scene here where the Oh, he can't use the grapple though. Oddly enough. And Princess Leia can't use the Force. We'll come over here and see if we can. No, I can't get up there. That's free play stuff. Yeah, I still kind of feel like you should let the kids watch the movies first. It's a more passive thing. What you could do is have the kids sit through the movies, and then at the end of the movies, hand them go or tell them. Plus, we've got this game where you can play the story that you just saw, so it's fresh in your mind. And because it's fresh in your mind, they've also introduced this new concept of these grapple hooks on the sides of things. That hasn't been in the game at all up to this point. There's a lot of places where the dialogue, the visual dialogue of what things are and what they mean is just not consistent. There's 5 different ways to accomplish 5 different things. The same task. Not in any specific puzzle, but when you get the puzzle a second time, all of a sudden it's a different. It wants you to do something completely different. I think I'm supposed to be pushing this thing over this way. It's a little too small to be pushing around. That's the problem. There we go. Use this hook to hook it into the right place. Turn it 90 degrees. Push it. Still not very good controls in this game. It's just not precise enough. And then we have 6 buttons to step on, which we haven't done this in probably 2 episodes. Like 2 entire episodes, 4 and 5. I don't believe there was any point where you did that. Now the mud balls on Wicket do seem to take out the troopers just fine. Maybe they're allergic to mud or something. There goes Chewie. Trying to get as many mini kits and things as we can in the first playthrough. Don't really need to worry about it. If you can get it, get it. If you can't, or if it's going to be a lot of work, forget it. In free play mode, it's a lot easier once we have the once I have the invincibility and disable stormtroopers red bricks turned on. That makes everything a lot easier too. So I've now looked at the list of things I want, the red bricks, where they are, and the ones that I really want to get. And once I get those, it definitely does feel like there will be some improvement upon just how to get through levels faster and not have to deal with enemies. Also, I believe if I run around as Darth Vader in free play mode, that very well may not. That may just spell the complete. Come on. Oh, how am I supposed to get up there and get that one? Put this tractor together. Hop in the tractor. Come over here and tractor these carrots. Because that's what you do. These carrots, make them grow. One more carrot. One more carrot is all I need. The control of this tractor is awful. I know this isn't supposed to be a driving simulator game, but it's still pretty bad. And I didn't get any mini kit piece for that or anything. That was just there for no reason. These guys just run from off screen. They just come in from over here. Before I move forward, the question is, can I reach that? And I don't believe I can. So I won't bother. Please be CDPO. Yes, it is. Again, just non-stop. Just this non-stop bad guys showing up for no reason. Going to make it more difficult. So that gets that section filled for the two robots. So the two robots have to step on those two sides over there. And I need to build this so everybody else can get up. Now I can climb up here and jump off the side. Step on one myself. Come on, Chewbacca. Come on, Chewbacca. So the four of us are there. Just waiting for the robots to make their way over there. So everybody had to step on a thing. Which, that's a fine concept, but we already did that once in this level. And there were so many other levels where we didn't do that. It really doesn't feel like there was enough communication between different teams designing different levels. There are just major elements that don't seem like they they are the same, on the same line of thinking. Of course, that could be two things. They could have communicated clearly and precisely what each one of them was doing, and each team could have just completely ignored the other team and done whatever they felt like, which is bad teamwork. Or it could have been that they just didn't communicate, that they got the major things the same. But there are some things that are missing, that are different. There you go. We'll shoot some rocks. This is a cool mechanic. It's not in the game though, except for like this one time. I think if there was a LEGO Dimensions 2 or just LEGO Dimensions expansion, if they just had us build every single existing set, or if that was the promise, eventually in that game you were going to get to build virtually every single set and play with every single set that's ever existed in the LEGO's universe. And that would be, I think, pretty cool. And that might catch my interest. That probably is the best thing they could do that would capture my interest and my focus. That would mean that there would be a whole section that I assume there would just be a hub world, and there'd be a whole section for LEGO Star Wars sets. There would be a whole sub-world for LEGO Ninjago and Duplo maybe, and LEGO City, and probably even LEGO Friends if they want to continue to admit that they came out with that. LEGO Friends was kind of a ridiculous concept of a thing, just not in touch. I think part of the problem with LEGO in general is that they are a real small company, and they are an international company, so they have to do things that their thinking on things may reflect a lot of different countries and societies, because they're all mixed together and they're targeted to everyone. What am I supposed to be hitting? Alright, so that does what? I don't even know what I'm shooting for here. Am I just trying to get in here? I think I am. Alright, so let's get in. To get in here, we need to push that down, so I'm trying to hit Y into these guys and won't let me. Why is Chewie over there acting all weird? Okay, I think that's part of what we need to do. I don't think any of this is part of what we need to do. Here, let's this to hop over here. There we go. That solves that part. And then we'll come over here, and we'll swing over here. We'll shoot all these things, so we get some tiles. This is a puzzle that we haven't even ever seen before. It gets used in future LEGO games where you have a push puzzle, but you have to find the tile pieces so it will slide on them. That gets expanded a lot in future games. Makes it so that there's a little bit more challenge to push puzzle things. Where's R2-D2? Where we are. What I'm looking for now. R2-D2, where are you? He has to be somewhere in this scene. He can't just be nowhere. And here's R2-D2 that we need, right? Not C3PO. He was with us, wasn't he? Oh, if it's not R2-D2 we're looking for, I have no idea who we are looking for. Maybe he is stuck over here somewhere. Couldn't get over something. Yeah, he is. Wow. Poor R2-D2 has been stuck on some logs for the entire time. I don't think we're gonna make it to True Jedi, but we might make it by the end of this story mode to the doubler, the stud doubler. Might, just kind of depends on whether the last few remaining levels we have here are going to be kind or cruel to us as far as studs. Now, it says the red brick is somewhere around here. So I think there's some stuff up there I need to get up there too. Interesting. Was not expecting that. I was expecting to go upwards, not downwards. So I think we'll have to come back to this in a second. I don't want to do it quite yet. I think activating these two switches are going to be the thing that actually ends the level. We have a stormtrooper helmet station. So there's the red brick back there. The question will be, can we get to it? The little model inside the game is a great concept. I love it. I wish it was used more often. Alright, that gets us some stairs. We'll come over here and get a hat. So, what is kind of strange is that you go from Star Wars that has just a ton of characters, ton of guys and things, to Lego Indiana Jones that really doesn't have that many things as far as people. And they start to focus more and more on hats, a lot more than we see in this game, where you can either be a bounty hunter or a stormtrooper. You start seeing all kinds of different hats. Not a ridiculously large amount of them, but still. And none of the games really start to get too crazy in the hat systems, but they eventually kind of fix themselves. I don't know how to really say it. Making a good Lego game becomes a very delicate balance between the elements that you include and the elements that you don't include, or how often you include an element. Right. So if this guy hovers, will he make it over here? Yes, he will, but that's not the guy we need. We need C-3PO. Which means the only way you could get over here is to hover or jump up as Jar Jar Binks, and then from that point transform in free play mode. Unless Wicked can get down here. No, he cannot, so yes, there's nothing more that we can do. Can't get that red brick. A lot of red bricks can only be gotten in free play mode, intentionally. That limits the access of you potentially getting something that might have you beat the game in a fashion that wasn't designed to be beaten at. They don't want to make the main playthrough too easy. Which, in a lot of ways, kind of pushes you to wonder why didn't they just have, like, story mode be you can't use any of the extras ever, or have a, I don't know if that would be a welcome solution or not. Come on, C-3PO, I know you can do it. Now, I think C-3PO could theoretically pull this lever if he had both arms. It's just right now he doesn't have both arms because he's damaged. Come over over here. I am so close to a true Jedi, and I still don't think I'm gonna get it. Get every single one of those. I still think I need like 900 studs. Like 80 more studs. Now if I could turn into C-3PO in free play mode, I could have gotten that last piece. I am like 80 studs away, and there's nothing here to do. So I'll just grab this, and I'll just grab this. I think that's gonna blow up this whole facility. In a second, we have to assemble the bombs first. There we go, true Jedi. So we're placing the bombs, or assembling the bombs that were already there. Where did these bad guys come from? To blow up the facility. Wicket does not look like a minifig up close at all. If, look at his face, he doesn't really match the minifig animation style at all. That's a shame, much like the Rancor. At least the Rancor actually did look like how he would be made in a toy form. Wicket there, he looks just like he was animated straight for this game and nothing else. Ooh, so I just need 160,000 more, which is still quite a lot before I can get the stud doubler. Well, now I just need, yeah, 60,000 more. Ooh, so if I get one more gold brick, is that going to give me 100,000 studs? Ooh, if that is the case, then I can, that's gonna make everything a little bit easier. But his body looks fine, but his ears and his face look horrible. Well, next time we're gonna do Jedi Destiny, and then we'll do the final part, and then we will be done with episode 1 through 6, and you will be ready to go watch episode 7 in the theaters. That's it for my recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.